Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday live stream. I'm your host, Laserpants, also known as Ryan. I am joined for the first time by a very good friend of mine. Very, very talented man. Comic book artist extraordinaire. Not Alex Sanchez this time. This time, it is my good buddy, packaging artist for Valaverse, Quinton J. Bedwell. What's going on, Quinton?
Away, baby!
Oh, nice shirt. Oh, I got the old one on. No, that's
oh, yeah.
cool. I like it. You're wearing a logo that you designed, that you made.
That's right. It's a good one. It's your
is.
idea, though.
It was. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Worked out well.
So how you been, man?
Been pretty good. Just working, doing the life thing, and collecting.
Sneaking toys in the house?
Sneaking them in the house as slyly as possible.
That's
like
what we
a
gotta
ninja.
do. That's
like
what
a
we
ninja,
gotta do,
baby.
man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, your background, what you do, how you got involved with Valaverse, all that.
Well, it all started back in 1977,
and
it's just kind of slowly progressed since then. It's been some highs, some lows.
Oh.
No, really, QB Illustrations. I got to doing some channel art and stuff, and I'm a collector, so I got to seeing all the Valaverse stuff, and just started hitting him up, messaging him, and of course, he didn't know me from anybody, and had already been doing channel art for you, and just over time, one thing after the other. He kind of got a little curious finally and tested me out on some stuff, and here we are.
Things started getting pretty serious.
Yeah, baby.
You made this awesome thing right here.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent logo. You are the artist behind Action Force, by the way. How did you come up with the idea for that, man?
Well, man, I was
Action Farce. I want to be sure I said Action Farce.
Yeah, you better.
Farce. Yeah.
It's the craziest thing. My internet had went down, and I was doing some work for you, and I was doing some work for Jeremy, and I had converted. I was at my daughter's house, and she's got this small apartment, and I had this little school desk set up. You never knew this, by the way. So when I was messaging you about the artwork and stuff, I was doing it from a little school desk with a computer on it. Anyway, in a little room.
Were your knees like up your chin? And
yes. It was pretty fun. But I don't know. We were talking. I don't even remember how it started. You and I were going back and forth, and then it was just started with, man, wouldn't it be funny if we had these guys, these screw ups that wanted to become a member of Action Force, and just put it out there. Don't try to sell it or anything. Yeah. And you thought it was a pretty good idea, and we started joking around back and forth, doing scenes back and forth, and then of course we had to start pitching it to Bobby, and then I thought about getting other channels involved, and then it became a process of getting everybody's permission to be in it, using their likeness and all that, and make sure they know that if we ever sell it and become millionaires, they don't get anything.
Nothing.
As long as they're under that understanding, you know.
They, I think we're almost at 1 million on the t-shirts. These ones right here. Which you can get at 3poapodcast.com if you would like one, the Action Farce. And you can also read the comic book online. I have a link up somewhere on the channel. I need to refresh that link, get that back out there for the people that missed it, so they can download the Action Farce comic book. And you are working on Volume 2.
That's right. Volume 2 is coming. And by the way, you can, I don't know if you ever got you ought to show the cross sell sometime about all the other items that you can get that logo on. We got a whole host of stuff. Got bathing suits and shorts and underwear and Depends.
Man.
Screen print Depends. You can get them just like Huggies, when you get Looney Tune Huggies.
Yeah.
You can get Action Farce Depends.
You can, yeah.
The best thing. I didn't even know they did that. So
Action Farce cock ring.
That's right.
No, not that.
We can put it on anything.
I wish I had that pulled up. If I'd have thought about it, I would have, because that was actually really funny. But on the Wednesday show, what we like to do is start off by showing each other our packages that we got in the mail that have toys in them.
Show you my package, eh?
The one that came from,
What?
You know the name of this segment?
I think I do.
And it is?
Let me tell you something!
Let me show you something! Let me show you something! Let me show you something! Let me show you something!
Will you show me what you got?
All right, yeah. Let's start off with a shout out to Hella Dope.
Oh yeah.
Hella Dope.
Nice. They got the X-Men 90 waves, X-Men 97 stuff.
Yeah, man. They had these on sale as well. That finished out my X-Men 97.
Those were on sale?
They were on sale. They're gone now. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yep, I got those two. The only one I have left is Wolverine, and I got him on pre-order from somewhere. I don't know. I've got stuff on pre-order from so many places. But I picked him up. Man, this guy.
Angel. Yes, Angel's really good.
They did him right. Man, they got him just... I can't wait to get him out of the package. Get him in my shelf. I'm going to fly him around a bit first, though. And this guy, man, Hasbro has been putting out like other variants of him. They put out one that was kind of years ago with the Apocalypse Wave, but I was not going to pay the secondary market price that it's been on him. It's been like $50, but finally, we have a good Sabretooth. I think this is a really, really awesome Sabretooth. A lot better than the last one, I think, that we got.
Where did you get that from?
I got this from GameStop.
Okay.
GameStop,
okay.
Yep.
Because I had that pre-ordered from Hella Dope, and I haven't got it yet. So if they sent you yours first, I was going to be very upset with that.
Well, I haven't got in that good with them yet. So other than that, I did pick these little guys up. Just a little shout out to Wilhelm and Largo's Lair, and it's Chad. They have sparked in me a little 1/18 bug.
Oh, wow.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Those little, the little ones that are all over Target right now.
Yeah, and they're on sale in some places. I got those for $6 a piece. So
cool.
It's pretty cool. That's it for me. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
There's always more.
I got this. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. I keep on seeing them on people's toy shelves, on the streams and stuff. Finally, on Facebook Marketplace, guy had one for $80. And I told him, man, I don't mean to lowball you, but I got $60 in my pocket right now, and I'll come pick it up. He said, okay. So I get over there. He meets me at the truck. He says, come with me. He's a Mexican guy. He just buys random stuff. He doesn't even know what he has most of the time. And he ended up selling it to me for $60.
Get out of here. You got the NECA street scene?
100% complete. every rivet, everything, perfect condition. And I got up there, and he's like, "Come, come, come!" And he's like getting me to come to the back, and he's like, and he gets there to it, and he does just like this. He does his arms out. He said, "I build for you."
Underlay.
Dude, thanks. I appreciate it.
Dang,
yeah, he's a good guy.
$60 is a steal, man.
$60, man. I was floored.
Wow.
So my kids didn't eat lunch for the rest of the week that week.
Oh, that's fine. They can eat next week. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they're resilient.
Yeah. Snotlip says you robbed the man.
Yeah, he didn't even care, man. He had stacks and stacks of stuff. He was trying to get rid of stuff. But yeah.
Cool.
It's pretty awesome.
We got a bunch of people coming in from Chad's stream. Welcome, guys.
Come on.
Thank you for being here. I'm not saying it again, 8 and Skate. I will not say that again. I am ashamed of myself for saying that.
It's for chickens. What are you thinking?
That's
for
right.
fried chickens.
Yeah. It's for cockfighting.
Yeah.
That's legal in some states, I think.
Yeah. I think it is in Louisiana still. I'm not sure.
Let's go. You down for a cockfight?
Hey.
Okay. I got a few things in, Quinton.
All right.
Would you like to see them?
Show me something.
All right. Let me show you some. I went to the local shop last Saturday with Jeff W., who I think I just saw in the chat. Me and Jeff tooled around in the morning a little bit on Saturday and went to a place called D-Pad. D-Pad Retro Gaming and Toys. And I picked up this Last Ronin foot soldier, which is really...
He looks cool. Yeah.
In fact, I thought it was so cool that I had to get 2 of them.
Of course.
And I blame Articulated Ninja because he reviewed this figure, and his review was awesome, and it made it look really good. And, I like to army build a little.
That's my problem.
Yeah, I don't go too crazy unless it's stormtroopers, but...
14 Crimson Guards later.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I've not opened it yet, but I got the Samurai Force Master. This guy right here. It's a rat samurai.
Oh, yeah. He looks good. Their stuff looks amazing. Just their concepts are awesome.
Yeah. I also got the turtle in purple, which it's over on the display. I should have had it here, but I got the turtle too. That's a samurai turtle. And they're awesome. And they're not, for what you get, it's a pretty good value. So I got that. And then yesterday in the mail, FedEx came.
When did FedEx start selling toys?
I know. Right?
Holy moly.
I got a Storm Shadow.
Oh,
again,
wow.
I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to see that.
Haven't had a chance to open it, but
I have not jumped into Mezco stuff yet. But oh my gosh, man, the things they have are so good.
Well, I was so disappointed with Destro that I stopped pre-ordering. I didn't pre-order Firefly or Duke, but I didn't pre-order Duke because that face sculpt looked real bad.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Duke's a hard one to get. He's like Luke Skywalker. I had a chance to get that new Grogu Luke Skywalker for $15. I just, I passed. Just something about that face. I just can't do it.
Hold on. Andrew M said, "We just banned it in my state." You just banned cockfighting?
Really?
That was going to be my new hobby. I also got a big box of stuff from Articulated Ninja. He sent a few things over my way, just out of the kindness of his heart. One of them being this third party.
Oh, wow.
Daniel Craig, James Bond, which I think it's called Secret Agent on the box or something.
Mm-hmm.
But this is excellent. I get these third party soft goods figures, that are in 112, and I'm like, I love Mezco, but they got to step it up.
Oh yeah,
these guys are doing crazy good stuff. Like
that is good.
It's too dark around my camera; it won't focus. But
I can tell just by the way his collar goes, they did it right because a lot of times clothing at that scale to me, it just doesn't work. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't get into Hot Toys for so long, is because the clothing.
Yeah,
Just,
it looks too puffy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also put it in the box. Thank you, Ninja, by the way. I should just so everyone knows. Ninja here? I think Ninja's still at work. But thank you, Articulated Ninja. He sent me this box of effects pieces from Mythic Legions.
Oh, wow.
So it's got some lightning and some green slime and some whirlwind and some Doctor Strange looking stuff. Some effects pieces. So thank you for that, Ninja. And there's something I had never even seen before. Look at this guy. Have you seen 12 Bones, Death and Life?
No.
It's this psycho looking clown dude. Like, I don't.
I have little kids. They couldn't even look at something like that.
Yeah, the back is all like Chinese or.
Oh, you can't read that?
Japanese? No, I can't. I don't even know what it is. It's from Axie Toys, who are currently ripping off Dale Keown with their Totally Not Pit figure.
Yeah.
But
totally not Pit.
Yeah, I really wish they would reach out to him and try to get the official stamp of approval and maybe cut him a check, you know?
I wish he'd do more with Pit. If he could,
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drew G says your audio is cracking and going out. Does anyone else hear that?
Is it mine or his?
I don't know.
Or all the way around?
How bad is it? Can you put up with it? There we go. Hopefully that's better. It's a brand new mic. Come on.
What kind is it?
Let me check my audio settings. Please continue. Entertain the chat for a second.
Well, so what did everybody do today?
I like put you on the spot.
No, are you sure that it's your audio and not mine? Did he say?
They're saying it comes and it goes. Better now. Okay.
Okay.
Is it better now? Better now? It's okay now? Okay, I think maybe it's just a loose wire. It's really statically. Well, I'm going to go with it because I don't know what to do.
All right. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. Its LP audio is horrible. It's LP's audio. There is no issues. Now it's doing it. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Let me see how bad this is. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to YouTube. Gonna watch myself on YouTube.
I know poor Michael, I tuned in. I finally I try to get all these live streams, but I finally got one of his, and he had to end his, I guess, because he was having some serious feedback or something on his just a couple weeks ago. It was sad because I finally made it to one of his live streams. But now I'm getting blurry. But anyway,
it's a little crunchy, but I think we can put up with that. There. All right, we got the show must go on.
The show must go on.
Okay. Is this scratchy? Is this scratchy?
Oh yeah.
That's all I can play before I get struck.
Yep.
Okay. Ryan, it's the sexiness. Careless whispers. Oh, it's my headphone wire, maybe? That's in there. That's in there. I think we're all good. We're moving on.
Moving on.
We're moving on. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, we're showing stuff. We're done showing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all you got? Man, lightweight.
It's a light week. You got something else?
Yeah, but I can't show it because I worked really hard to sneak it in, and my wife's probably going to be watching. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got to hide it from her. I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Now that train wreck is over, I want to get into it. So everyone saw the thumbnail. We're doing some toy news. They're putting out this 2-pack from Hasbro. Little bit of controversy about it. There's been some uproar in the toy community about this thing. It is the Hank Pym as Giant Man and Janet Van Dyne as Wasp 2-pack. We know we got the HasLab coming. The Giant Man, 24 inches of man.
Yeah. Not according to Janet.
No. Below average, she says.
That's why he had the hero complex.
Yep.
That's what started it all.
Now, before we get into the whole controversy, I do just want to talk about the 2-pack, and I think it looks pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah.
I think the figures are looking good. Janet Van Dyne, I love the unmasked head. Now, this I got some issues with. I think this is the Sunfire body, which is looking a little weird. At this point, it's looking a little dated, a little weird. It's not as old as the Bucky Cat body that was recently semi-retired, I hope. But this is looking a little weird to me. Those legs are starting to look too skinny. Crotch gap is looking a little too wide. Shoulders are looking low.
To me, this buck, one of the problems is the feet, how the legs are thin, and it goes to, now it's good for it standing, but the appearance of it, just, I don't know. They all look like they have big duck feet or something. I don't know. That's just me.
Well, like his calves look as thick as his thighs, which no one is shaped like that.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're some kind of disfigured weirdo.
Yeah.
Shout out to all disfigured weirdos out there. And I don't know about you, but maybe it's just me. His head looks huge.
Yeah, that's the one thing I got a problem with on the saber. I think they still made his head too big. They got an issue with making their heads a little too big. I don't know.
Robert's Infinite Realm says his thigh gap. His thigh gap is larger than Wasp's. Yep.
Yep.
Junkion, what's up, Junkion? He says big hands.
Big hands.
The HasLab has even bigger hands.
See, this is all feeding into his hero complex, right? He's compensating. I'm telling you.
It's because your hands are big. That's why it looks small. Yeah. They are including a soft goods, which is not too typical. They've done it a few times, like with Beast, right? But soft goods they don't hit on too often. I gotta be honest, man. I think the soft goods lab coat looks like crap.
Yeah.
I think it looks bad. Like it looks like he's draped in a sheet.
Yeah, I'm just not down with soft goods at 1/12 scale. I know there's plenty of people that are. I mean, if there's certain things, yeah, but I don't know. You know, just like lab coats and all, I just like them to be plastic. You know, I mean, to me, it's like when you do like me being an artist, when I see somebody use ink and pencil together, sometimes it comes off looking really good, but it can go really wrong to me too. You know, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't mind soft goods at this scale. Obviously, I collect Mezcos, so I must be okay with it. But it's got to be done right. It's got to be executed correctly.
Well, this doesn't look like that Daniel Craig. You see the collar?
Right.
You know,
it looks huge.
I just, you know, I think they could have done better on it.
What is this? Oh, I'm being brought new headphones that won't work. No, it's okay. This is lightning. This is a 1/8" jack. It's all good. Thanks. Get out of here before I go Hank Pym.
Get out, boy.
I will go Hank Pym. No, I'm kidding. I won't.
Bring my sandwich.
Thank you. Put that finger down. Let's see here. So moving on, here's the packaging artwork. Who cares? There they are. They look. I think Wasp looks great, man. I do. I think she looks great.
Yeah, you can't get better than that. Right. I mean, they really captured it. They did a really good job on her.
I want to say it's the first time we've gotten this classic Wasp. Besides, like Toy Biz packed one in. And it's, you know, it's like an inch tall. It packed one in, I think, the Giant Man years and years ago. And I have that. And so that'll work good with this Wasp because it's the same costume.
Yeah.
But now, Quinton, how about this controversy? I see a lot of, this should have been a tier on the Giant Man HasLab.
Yeah, so because here we are. They had it.
They did. Where do you fall on this issue? Are you a shill or a hater?
I don't know. I don't know what category you'd put me in, but I mean, I've been kind of pick and choose on legends for a while. I mean, I still collect them, obviously, but if I would have backed the Giant Man, I would be pretty aggravated about this. But I saw somebody comment, and I kind of agree with them that this gives something to people who weren't going to get, the HasLab. So that is something for them. But I have to say, if it were me, this should have been a tier, And I remember everybody talking about, waiting for this to fall. And it never did, of course. And they did eventually fund, but
yeah.
I don't know. I guess it depends on which side of it you're looking at. If you didn't get in on the HasLab, probably good for you. If you did get in on it, you'd probably be feeling like you were, cheated.
So let me ask you, did you back Giant Man?
No, not me.
No, you weren't into it. Okay.
Well, it's just I have a hard time dropping a lot of dull hairs at one time.
Mm-hmm.
I usually kind of inch along buying stuff. Every now and then, like I bought Galactus, not the HasLab, but I spent $250 for the old Marvel Universe Galactus. I bought Vanguard. And I bought an X-Man lot one time that was like $250. But I normally am not one to spend a lot at one time. Just drop a bunch of dollars because,
right.
So I'm not the target audience for a HasLab. So
200 is a lot. Now, real quick, I'm going to switch headphones.
Okay.
I don't know if my audio is good or bad again. I don't know, but I am going to switch headphones. So I'm just going to mute real quick.
Sure. I have no issues with HasLabs at all. I just, it's just me. I just have a hard time spending that much at one time. And my wife has a hard time with me spending that much at one time. Usually any purchases over 100, we kind of have to talk about. So that's the thing. And I don't want to be coming to her every time, there's a HasLab, that I want, because I want them all. So, yeah, my sickness is deep enough. And another thing too, all this big stuff, I only have so much room. So
right. And it is a big commitment, some people laugh at $200, but for some that's a big commitment when you're not getting it for over a year, right?
Well, the way the economy is and the way the price figures are right now, there's very little that I have bought lately. This is the most I've bought new. A lot of the stuff I've been buying lately has been on the clearance or been at Ollie's or Ross. I have a Giant Man, the 2009 Giant Man. I got him for like $40 because he had like a bunch of scratches and stuff on him just before the HasLab hit. And so I was happy to get him for that price, $40 to get him in the collection. And had I not probably got that, I would have thought more about it. But he's good enough for me.
There you go. Yeah, I had Toy Biz Giant Man. It wasn't good enough for me. I needed more because I'm sick, Quinton. Real quick, I'll take a break from this and just get to the chat. Hopefully my audio is better. I don't know.
I don't hear anything.
So that they can't hear me, but hopefully they can. You can hear me,
I can hear you. And
okay.
I'm really what counts here.
No. Yeah, exactly. Mike Joseph says StreamYards is having issues. Okay. And Eric says it's cracking. Well, I don't know what to do. I'll have to figure this out later. Hopefully the cracking isn't so bad that ruins the show. Let's see here. Ramen Toy, what's up? AC says, good morning, Asia. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
The band or the continent? Good evening to everyone else. Damn, I sense a toxic talk today. Me?
No. This is Ryan's show.
We only get a little toxic here. Junkion with the member chat. Thank you, Junkion. He says, evening players, Quinton in the house. Finally.
Hey!
Finally. Yeah, finally. By the way, everyone should go check out the Figure Action podcast.
Yep.
You were on it, and it was an excellent show.
I just have to say again, those guys did an awesome job with the interview that they did. Oh, it was, I was really impressed. And I've been watching their channel ever since. I enjoy it. It's good. I like it. They talk about some compelling things on their toys, my favorite.
Sorry, give me 1 minute. Everyone's saying it's crackling really bad. I don't know what else to do.
Yep.
Let's see here. Also, you were on Hella Dope Toys.
Hella
on the-
dope.
And that was a good show too, man. That was
Yeah,
a really good show.
I like those guys. I had never talked to them before, and man, we just got to cutting up in the pre-show before anything ever started. I knew it was going to be a pretty good show. I usually don't have a problem talking. Usually when I get a little nervous, mine comes out as more talk and louder. So yeah, it's a good way to. It's good that I'm that way. It wasn't always that way though. Not at all.
There's no reason to be nervous here, Quinton.
Well, this is the 3POA. This is the cream of the crop. This is the Mecca, the tippy top. This is the bee's knees, the cat's whiskers. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
No, keep going. I'm kidding.
That's all I got. That's all I had written down.
As far as the 2-packs go, Sean Forster says, not really sure why folks are upset about 2-pack. It's still Avengers we haven't gotten and might need. Yeah, I think it's not that we're getting it. I think it's the way we're getting these figures. Yeah. I'm really happy to get them either way. They're definitely two that I want on my shelf in my collection.
Well, again, you know, talking about the 2-packs, I got this for the Sabretooth. I don't really, you know, I was good without that guy. And, you know, that's usually what they do. They pack in one figure that you really like and one that's me anyway. That's just me. Now this I think this 2-pack though, I have to say it is a good 2-pack because it's, you know, it's Giant Man and Janet Van Dyne. They go together. That's perfect. You know, I wish in that one though, which we're not talking about yet, but I'd just like to say that I wish he would have been suited in that one.
Gotcha.
Obviously, I got a hang up on it because I just got it. So,
well,
can't have it all.
I really like the way it looks, and I have enough of them suited. You know.
Yeah. Well, you've been collecting Marvel Legends since they came out, right?
Since Series 1 Toy Biz. Yep.
Yeah.
We got a super chat here from Jeff. From Jeff W. What's up, Jeff? Thank you for the super chat. He says maybe the wide crotch is why they call him Giant Man and not Ant Man.
Maybe.
Thanks for that, Jeff.
Get it?
We got It's Chad here.
Yeah.
What's up, Chad? Thanks for the super chat. He says 2 of my favorite people and an awesome toxic chat full of rad folks. Indeed. Thank you, Chad. That was a good show you did right before this, man. I got to go back and listen to the rest of it tomorrow.
Yep.
Let's see here.
I'll be drawing to it.
Yes. Now, back to the 2-pack. Let me bring this back up. So we got some comments here. Arthur Chen says, people are upset at the 2-pack. I must be hanging out in the wrong circles. Or the right ones. Hal Jordan. He says, Laser Pants is going to suddenly vanish out of view. We will hear screams and then crying. And that huge Optimus will vanish too. And Mrs. Laser Pants will be heard laughing in the utmost of evil ways. That is a possibility. Yes. Thank you, Hal Jordan. Kevin D. Antonio says the lab coat is too short and too bulky at the same time. Also, no miniature versions of the characters. WTF Hasbro's. Yeah, miniature versions would have been great. And they could have easily done that because I think they already have the molds. But yeah, the lab coat is very odd. Not a fan of the lab coat.
I'm really glad that this is something that you can take off and put on, you know, and it's not like you get the figure just like this with the lab coat, you know, stuck on them. I'm glad that because if and when I get this, he will definitely be in his suited up version. But that's just, you know, that's how I like it.
Yep. I'm kind of with you. Like, I'll probably use his head for another figure.
Yeah,
You
with
know?
that mean wife battering look he's got on his face.
He's looking so mean. Like, Hank Pym, can we calm down?
Every single one they put out, he looks mean.
Can we calm down, Hank?
Yeah,
Put down the bottle, Hank. Jeez.
it's not that important.
Your dinner doesn't have to be hot all the time, Hank.
Yeah.
Lukewarm is fine.
You will figure out the blue meth recipe. Don't worry.
Yeah. Come on, Walter White. Now, Mike Joseph says they could have had a tier and retail. They could have. They could have done both.
Yep.
Let's see here. Scott Hughes. What's up, Scott? He says they bragged about a $200 HasLab. However, it's really a $250 HasLab to get the complete set.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So I get both sides, right? I get both sides. You got the people like it should have been included, and I agree. This should have been included with the HasLab. But we're talking about Hasbro, and we know it wouldn't have been 200. Like Scott says, it would have been 250. That would have taken it up to 250, and they were so nervous about the price point because they know they screwed up royally.
They don't want to fail.
Yeah. They did not want two failures back to back at all, but especially not back to back. So they were really focused on the price point. I think they did it because of fan feedback, because the Engine of Vengeance had characters locked behind that HasLab that were essential.
Yeah.
Not everyone wants Robbie Reyes in a car. You're telling me I got to buy Robbie Reyes and that $350 car to get Mephisto and the Goblin Queen? Like, people were not happy about that. So they're like, okay, we'll take the figures out.
That's a character I've been waiting on, Mephisto.
Yeah.
Because he is crucial. That is one of those characters that is crucial.
Yeah. If you want to reverse the life path that Peter Parker went on one more day, you need Mephisto to play out that storyline.
Yep.
Never married Mary Jane, right?
And I'm sure some people like the old, what is it, Marvel Select, but you know, it's dated. If you ask me, I think it's time for another one. Hopefully it'll be in the near future. We'll see. I don't think it is.
You know, the Select, it looks cool, but it's a pretty dated figure.
Yeah.
And the secondary market price is not worth it to me.
No.
I wouldn't pay $200 to $300 for it. But
absolutely not.
You know, I mean, having those figures locked behind the HasLab, there was an uproar. People were like, no, don't do that. We need these figures. We don't want to buy your HasLab. We just want to get Mephisto. And so they took that as, okay, it was too expensive for everyone, so we'll bring down the price and don't lock the figures behind it. Take the figures out, sell them separately. And so this is what we get.
Yeah.
Now, could they have put these two in there for $200? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have. Right? But I also see the other side where it's like, I don't want the HasLab. I don't have room for a 24-inch giant man. I just want the 6-inch version. I don't want it to be locked behind the $200 price tag or $250 price tag. Let me just buy it at the store. I get that too. So there's two sides to the argument, and it's kind of it's what you want. Do you want a huge giant man, or do you not want it? You just want to buy, you know, these 6-inch figures at retail. Which I bought these at retail, and they shipped today. It wasn't a pre-order. They're in stock.
Wow.
I bought them yesterday.
When you told me that, I couldn't believe it. I didn't, because they just released it today. Usually they have like this long pre-order window that you have to go through. And then it's like for May, but then they send it like a month and a half earlier and put you in a bind. That's what's been happening the last year or so. Oh my. I've gotten in trouble so many times from that. I had them all planned out, you know, for this month is this many, this month is this many. And then all of a sudden, you know, I get the drop alert, and
it's coming early, Quinton.
Yeah, yep.
You better get back on the pole.
Yep.
Work for
back on the pole, back on them Wednesday night amateur nights, baby.
On the 3 POA. We don't pay much.
They don't pay as much as they used to when I was 100 pounds heavier. I don't know what it is. People nowadays.
What was your stripper name?
Candy.
Okay. Candy Cane?
Yeah, Candy Cane.
Greg says, I'm fine with the 2-pack, with this as a 2-pack release, but it should have been announced after the HasLab 100 so people knew it existed and decided to get the HasLab as well or not. Yeah, they only announced the Wasp. They never showed the 6-inch Giant Man. I think it was a safe bet, but I imagine their numbers would have gone up if they just showed the 2-pack. Like, this is going to come out, in 4 months or whatever it was.
I think either way, if they'd have put it out, there'd have been some controversy. If if they'd have had it with the HasLab, some people would have been upset. I think, doing it this way, people are upset.
Yeah.
I get that. But, sometimes these companies, they have some kind of skadooschery kind of practices that kind of take away at people's goodwill.
Yep.
Because love covers a multitude of sins. As long as you don't make people feel like you're getting over on them, they'll stick with you. They'll overlook stuff, messed up paint apps, eyes that are looking this way, or, wall eyes, they'll overlook some of that stuff because you've built up goodwill, but
right.
You keep on doing all these little games and stuff with them. Eventually, they're going to start collecting your line that they're invested in begrudgingly.
Yep.
And the thing is it costs money to advertise, but the best kind of advertising is word of mouth. When you build up goodwill with people, they advertise for you. When you chip away at it, you're just hurting yourself. So eventually these begrudging collectors who are invested, who are still collecting, but they don't feel the love, they're not going to say good things about your product. I don't care what business you're in, because you have played games too much.
That's right. So, yeah, I mean, look what they did with that MCU Spider-Man 3-pack, right? They put up the 3-pack for almost $100, right? Yep. No unmasked heads, which is what
we knew where that was going. I remember watching y'all's show. I knew exactly where that was going when I heard it. Like, here we go. Let's put them out with no heads so we can sell some more down the line with the heads.
Yeah. With the heads and without all the hands.
That's what I'm talking about. The games, skadooschery.
Yeah, so it's because of stuff like that that leaves a bad taste in people's mouth, and then they're pissed about this. Yeah. This was a no-win for them because of, like what you said, the games they play.
Yeah.
So,
but again, like I say, if you build up goodwill with people, they can overlook some of this stuff and they can say, well, I understand, no matter what they'd have done, it would have been bad, but it's kind of hard to say that after you've been collecting for a while. And it doesn't take long of you collecting and seeing patterns that are going on. And not just Hasbro, McFarlane, man, I've got a whole wall of McFarlane, and I've been soured on that, like, because some of the stuff, as of late that's been going on, I waited for the OG Justice League, and now I'm going to get it whenever he's cut production. It's going to be scarcer to find, and it's going to be a higher cost, it's going to be on his website. And I don't know, just a lot of stuff, just don't feel good about it anymore. But again,
that's interesting to hear, because I don't really collect McFarlane. So
well, I had a lot of goodwill for him because he took such stance on keeping his prices low, and I know, guys, that he couldn't keep it up.
Yeah. But
to go from that to boom, now I'm putting out all the characters you always wanted, but they're $40, $30, $35, $40 a piece, So, and I guarantee you, and I don't know what you think about this, Hasbro is going down on their production. McFarlane's going down on his production. That means there's going to be less of these figures out, which is going to feed into the FOMO. We're going to be seeing a lot of stuff sell out, I think, a lot quicker. And I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's where I see it going.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, the chat is pretty split on this, 50-50.
Well, it's a controversy. It is. It's hard to say.
Scott says, if this was locked behind the HasLab and it didn't fund, we wouldn't ever get it. This is better. I don't know if we wouldn't ever get it. Like, I still think at some point they will do Mephisto. But
it's hard to wait, though.
Yeah, it is. It is hard to wait.
Yeah.
And I mean, we did get a Goblin Queen, not the one they showed. We got one based on the cartoon, which was inaccurate, by the way.
Well, I have to say too that Goblin Queen, I got it to try to put it in with the other ones, but actually what it did is it fired me up to get these X-Men 97s that I wasn't going to buy. And the reason why it fired me up to do that is because they've got real cartoony looking faces.
They do.
And they look good together, but
Right.
you put them outside of one of your other, it looks like a different line.
Looks
And
out of place.
it is a different line. And so she really just turned me on to getting them all on card. And that's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to hang them on my wall on card.
Well, I didn't get Goblin Queen because, well, you know, I thought about it once I saw the cartoon. I'm like, oh, this is actually good. I like this show quite a bit.
Yeah.
But Goblin Queen, they didn't paint her thighs flesh tone. They just left them black like her boots.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's to be PC, like it was showing too much skin. I think it's ridiculous either way. But I'm like, oh, I'm not buying that. It's not right. It's not even accurate to the cartoon, let alone the comic, which it wasn't based on. But you know, they can do. I don't care what anyone says. They can do a comic accurate Goblin Queen. Just make it Pulse exclusive.
Yeah.
Don't
absolutely they can, but you know, there's so many of these. Look, I know Marvel artists. I talk to some Marvel artists every day. Okay. And this is one of the reasons I keep all this stuff on the side and I do mostly independent stuff. I don't even try to do any of their stuff because I've seen time after time where they'll show me stuff that they sent that they were working on for Marvel. And like just little stuff like taking cigars out of B. Jonah's mouth, you know, we don't, and sending them back like preachy letters. Look, we objectify women. This isn't the 90s anymore. And, you know, we don't in any way condone or push for, you know, tobacco companies. You know, that's not what we're about. And, you know, I mean, J. Jonah Jameson, Logan, Wolverine, cigars. It's just always been a thing, you know. Taking guns out of, the Punisher's hands. They don't want to do real guns anymore. They want them to look super sciencey, you know. Just a faction over there that's in control that they major on the minors. It's like they don't want to make money. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. All right. I got to get to the chat.
Good.
We got to get through this. Arthur Chen says, in my opinion, this 2-pack being a Pulse exclusive is an issue. Oh, I didn't even realize it was Pulse exclusive. That is where I ordered it from, obviously. But he says, but one independent to the HasLab. They have a problem of putting stuff people want as Pulse exclusive or Target or Walmart exclusive. Yeah. Exclusives from Hasbro are always tough. I kind of don't know where they're going to land, whether they're going to flood the stores or I'll never see them. And I'll have to get them from hellodopetoys.com like I did with the not trench coat mafia, with the tracksuit mafia. I never saw them at Target. Never saw them in stock on target.com. So, but yeah, I don't care for that. Yeah. Okay, we got a member chat from Mr. Wonderful, member for 8 months. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful. He says, hello, Laser Pants. Great guest you've got there. QB is amazingly talented, and from the interactions I've had, a great person overall.
Depends on who you ask, Mr. Wonderful.
Don't ask the missus. He says, love the work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful. Chad! Thank you, Dad, for the super chat. He says, I've got a 2-pack of Bofa.
Bofa?
For Ryan. Well,
Bofa what?
Right over here.
Bofa.
Slide it on over.
Bofa what?
Dude, I totally got Michael the other day with Bofa. He was talking about He-Man. He said, Catra? Is that a He-Man thing?
Yeah, it's like a She-Ra villain.
He's like, there was an Origins Catra, and I go, was there an Origins Bofa? And he read that. It was in the chat. He read that, and I was like, oh my God, this is my moment. I put Bofa D's nuts in all caps in the chat. But he didn't see it. I had to move on. Yeah. Let's see here. Jeff with the membership. Thank you, Jeff. He says Marvel Legends HasLab's winning formula is big figure hero or bad guy plus several 6-inch associated figures. Would have saved Rancor 2. They need to stick to that idea. I'm telling you, the Rancor was what, 300, 350?
Mm-hmm.
If it would have had Ula and an updated Slave Leia, I'd have been in, dude. But
it would have funded. I believe it. I believe it would have funded.
They had
and it would have been fast.
They had a bunch of re-releases as unlocks and rocks.
Yeah.
Or no, bones.
And
bones
cardboard.
It was so bad, dude. It was so bad. Tyler Lalone with the member chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tyler. He says when Hasbro says they can't make the 3 characters they put in the HasLab, that was stupid, especially when 2 of them don't go with Robbie. Exactly. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That was the worst. That was the worst HasLab ever. Those choices. Well, maybe Cookie Monster was worse, but let's see here. Casual collect.
You didn't like the Cookie Monster?
I mean, I like Cookie Monster. Just I wasn't going to buy a life-size Cookie Monster for whatever. No. There's no audience for that, really.
Yeah.
Casual collector, thanks for the super chat, man. He says, should have included them as tiers and sold them separately. Oh, so both. They could have done both, but I'm telling you that HasLab would have been $250 if they did that. So, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah, they'd have won out of the gate with $250 because, of course,
Yeah, but they also want the stuff in a HasLab to be unique, and
Right.
that hasn't been the case so far because Silver Surfer was a re-release,
Yep.
but it had a stand, the purple swoop stand thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they've done re-releases in HasLabs before. I don't like that. If it's going to be in a HasLab, all new mold. The Morgue they put out in that HasLab was amazing with Galactus. That was excellent figure. But yeah, they could have casual collector. Omega Weapon 13 says free advertising from the upcoming influencer. I forget what that was in reference to, but you're right. Let's see here. Chris Allen says they really should include that scroll head. I'm telling you, it was close. Just throw it in, guys. Like you were saying, show the fans a little love.
You give that goodwill, boy, I tell you what, it'll come back in dollars. It will. A lot of goodwill, a lot of free advertising right there.
Yep. Absolutely. Throwing that scroll head, man. They should have. Let's see here. The Adrian says, how many Heralds were released after Galactus HasLab? Same thing here. Yeah, a couple, but it's not really the same thing. Right? Because, I mean, this is just a smaller version of Giant Man. It's the same character. And then his wife. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm fine with the way they did it, but I get both sides of the argument. Like, if I hadn't backed this HasLab and these were included as tiers, I'd have been pissed. So.
Yeah, everybody's right here. I mean, however you feel, honestly, this is one of those situations where, it just depends on where you stand, where you are on funding it, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yep. We got a super chat here from the most toxic one of all, Bobby
boy.
Val. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Should be another couple zeros at the end of that, though. He says, I don't know what we are talking about, but my opinion is toxic. Yes,
you know it.
You know it. He just got back from Jamaica, and I think he's heading out to China really soon. He's going to inspect the factories. He's going to, I don't know, he's going to do something.
Gonna go poking around in them Chinese factories.
Yeah, that's right. Stay out of the wet markets.
Yeah. Don't eat it. Don't eat any bats.
We got some Cookie Monster fans here. Mython the Python, my twin. He says, Scott, don't insult the Cookie Monster like that.
That's right.
Sam Newsman, he says, broadcasting live. It would have been cool to hang out with the Cookie Monster. True. It would have been cool. Thank you, Sam. We got a member chat from Scotty's Vault. Thank you, Scotty. Member for 8 whole months. He says, let's see how badly Hasbro bones the Ghostbuster releases.
Oh, I want this to work out so badly. I wouldn't care if they'd have put out a 801 that would fit their 6-inch line. that didn't last very long at all.
It's so. Yeah.
I bought the old retro ones just to have in the case with them. And I thought one day I'll customize it or whatever. But I hope they do it right, man. I hope they do.
I don't know, man. I think the plasma collection's done. So
it is.
What they're doing is like that's going to be.
That's going to be a one-off. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got Ted Darklaw with the member chat. Thank you, sir. He says, "Great to see Quinton on. This dude inspires me." That's awesome.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Ted.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
inspire me, man. Doing your toy company, and man, just y'all's friendship. You and Black Knight, man, just seeing y'all's pictures. I mean, those guys, that's friendship right there.
Yes, they've been friends for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a super chat from Jeremy J. He says, "Sup, nerds? Great show."
Yes, Mr.
you,
Jeremy.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. Good to see you here. Appreciate that. Okay, we are all caught up on super chats. Now, I thought I was going to be big time tonight. I'm like, I got some info before the show, like 2 hours before the show. This guy hits me up. He's like, check this out. And he sends me all these pictures. I'm like, oh, this is classified stuff.
Yeah.
No one knows about it. I'm like, can I show this on the show tonight? He's like, yes. I'm like, sweet. So I go in Chad's chat and I'm like, guys, I got breaking news for classified tonight.
Oh, boy.
Tune in to 3POA, right? Like, look, clickbait. What happens an hour later, an hour before we start? Some guy named Kyle friggin' Peterson puts it up on Instagram. I was checking every G.I. Joe Instagram, every G.I. Joe social media. No one had it. No one had posted it yet. An hour before we went live, it's friggin' everywhere.
Yep.
My
Outscooped by Kyle Peterson.
Yep. So, anyways, he's my newest enemy.
Yeah.
I'm beefing with him now.
You want to give him the Kim Po treatment, huh?
Oh, yeah. Me and Ken. Yeah. We're going to have words, Ken.
Issues.
Yep. But anyways, it's this piece of crap. The Tiger Paw. Tiger Force Ferret. Tiger Paw. The ATV. Someone said Full Force covered it too. Really? I thought he was busy with Brian Flynn. Okay. Yes, the Tiger Paw right here with Wreckage. Is that his name?
Wreckage. He looks pretty cool.
It's cool. Yeah, it looks like a reuse of the 60th anniversary infantry, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I mean,
Firefly get up.
Oh, Firefly. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it
looks like the straps. Yeah.
Why is that there? What? Oh, there we go. Back to it. Yeah, there it is. So this is going up for pre-order tomorrow, I guess.
Man, he looks good. I got to say. I wonder how much they're going to have on him. 44, 50?
Well, the ferret was 55.
Well, Target on the pods, they went $10 cheaper than Hasbro Pulse. You remember Target's was 44, Hasbro Pulse was 54.99.
Robert's Infinite Realm says, dude, Kyle beat you.
Ugh.
He's downing a monster and breaking the drywall. Damn.
You done bust you in the
Kyle
mouth.
Foiled me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Sounds like the 90s. That dial-up.
Where's Janet Van Dyne when you need her?
Sounds like the 90s with that dial-up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess someone said it's something going on with StreamYards today. Let's see here. We got Brian Stevenson says Kyle Peterson must have a while for all the pickups he does.
I'm telling you, man, that guy's got an extensive collection.
Yeah, I've seen his collection tour video. It's insane.
Yeah.
Mike Joseph says easy pass, not doing variants anymore, and this character was way past my time. Yeah, it's a pass for me too. I like the figure a little bit, but the Tiger Force.
That's me. I have for me, I have no tie to this character. This came out way after Tiger Force was just starting whenever I was getting out of Joe. and the ones that I have here, Tiger Force, other side, all on sale. I mean, if they're going to give Duke on a Cycle away, I don't know. Yeah. So a lot of my stuff has come just from being on sale. I wasn't even going to collect that or the Python Patrol, but when they went $26 on the treble bubbles, I did not. By the way, I never bought the OG treble bubble off of Pulse. I just never did. I was kind of excited about it, and I just never could get around to it, which I know it's still there. But yeah, at $26, I bought 2 of them, and then somebody got me another one. So,
that's a good price.
That's the only way, though, I got Python Patrol or Tiger Force.
Suka says, just start making every Laser Pants video thumbnail with you holding the toy, and it'll be like there was no Kyle. That's true.
Yeah. Just
do the super line clickbaity stuff. Junkie says, I have no clue who this dude is. Me neither.
I've never heard of him. He looks kind of cool.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the figure looks cool. I don't need that ridiculous ATV. And I get it. It's a throwback to the vintage. Before someone says, that's just like the vintage. I know. I get it. It's fine. It's not for me.
So this helmet, is it just going to be standard issue on all Joes now? I mean,
it seems like it. Yeah, they're putting in with everyone. Yeah. The steel core helmet.
So I guess everybody's steel core now, huh?
Sean says he hopes Target screws up the pricing again. Always do. I got their clone troopers. Their 2-pack of clone troopers. $25 for 2-pack.
Wow.
And I got 2 2-packs. So it was like $50 shipped because I had a what's it called? The Target Circle something or other, or Red Card something or other. Yeah, it was like $50 shipped for 4 Black Series figures, clones. It's good. Aren't you impressed, Quinton?
I am very impressed.
Yeah.
A little aroused even.
Oh, wow. Okay, don't stand up then. Oh, man, Jeremy J, the super chat, he says, Ken Poe is a goddamn animal.
Don't get in the ring with him.
House, Jeremy! Thank you for the super chat. And then he says, Ken Poe will go beer for beer with the best of them. Yeah. It's all, the people that could just, like, drink, like, gallons and gallons of booze and still walk a straight line. And the people that win, like, these ridiculous food eating contests, why are they always small Asian people? They're always these tiny little dudes or chicks. And they, like, just, everything goes in and they stay tiny.
It's the liver, man.
Yeah.
They make them better over there.
I guess so. Yeah. Ken Poe could probably outdrink me at this point. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Jeremy, for the super chat. Let's see here. What does the little pew pew do on the front, says Jay Woods? Don't know. Got any idea? That is...
oh, my. That...
Just make it a spotlight or something, man.
Choo, choo, choo. It's a little Red Ryder BB gun turret.
Yep. Let's see here. We got... So if you're beefing with Kyle, does that mean you're Cartman, says Hal Jordan?
Kyle!
Come on, Kyle! I can't do Cartman's voice. His voice has changed, too. Didn't they have to change his voice because the guy's vocal cords were getting shredded?
I don't know. I hadn't watched it in years.
Yeah. I only watched the Kathleen Kennedy episode. It was hilarious. Suka, who is a bastion of G.I. Joe knowledge, says Wreckage is also a great throwback to the JVC days, and that was a homage to a canceled figure named Sabretooth from the Arab days. You mean Arab days? A Real American Hero?
Arab days.
I don't remember the Arab era of G.I. Joe.
I mean, a Real American Hero.
Was that when the Iron Sheik crossed over? Like Sergeant Slaughter did?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what that is. Yeah. Thank you, Suka. Boss Bradley says, why couldn't the Pulse version be this? Yeah. Because they want to pawn this off on Target, Yeah. These will sit in Target for...
Let them take the risk.
Yeah. The good thing is, like, if you just want the figure, you'll probably get it for $20 eventually.
That's what I like about Target is they may be a little more expensive on some things, but let me tell you, when they get tired of having something, they price that stuff to sell. And I mean, you can get it way cheap.
KJ Smith says, damn, Laser Pants with the exclusive scoop. I was screwed.
Yep.
And another one, Robert's Infinite Realm says, yeah, Wreckage was originally named Sabretooth, and he was supposed to be in the Origins Tiger Force as a repainted Firefly. Okay. He got in 2000. He got in a 2002 TRU exclusive pack. Just meh. Okay. Look at all this.
All
Hal
these
Jordan says,
knowledgeable
Ryan,
people.
Hal Jordan says, Ryan, you need a voice clip of chat. Actually, Toy Connections is here.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to do like a wrestling pro about him. He says, have a drink for me, Jeremy. Let's see here. We got the helmet lets you army build. Smart. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Just throw a helmet in. And it's to encourage you to buy more, right? More than one.
Since how Ken's here, Delta 17, baby. Can't wait.
Which one? Ken's Toys?
Yep.
I can't find it. But hey, Chad sent a super chat. Thank you, Chad. He says Silkor is Hasbro for we've got nothing.
Yep.
We've got nothing. Thank you, Chad, very much. That super chat. Joseph Bett says the cannon shoots butt plugs at the driver's enemies. Wow. Why not just bullets?
Yeah.
Suka says Arab Days is from Transformers when they went to okay.
Carbambia.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I think I'm all caught up on the chat.
I can't get over this gun that's on the front there. I mean, that is
just adorable. Look at this little thing.
It's like Scarlet. You know, I know that it's she's got the retro Carter one. She's got the little pistol there. I wish they'd have just left that off.
Yeah.
In fact, I got it right here. It just and I haven't opened her yet, but I want to say this is like a grenade up here on her shoulder. That thing is so small, that grenade, and you can't see it. But if you look on the inside of her arm, there's one of those little pistols. I don't know, man. I know it's supposed to be one of those little pistols that, it just doesn't look right. I don't know.
Well, I don't have that Scarlet yet.
You don't? I got
Nope.
2 of them. Need one?
I mean, maybe we could work something out after the show.
Let's work something out.
I'm just gonna leave you on full screen for the rest of
Let's do that.
No, I'm kidding. I think that's it for Hasbro news that I want to cover.
All right.
Have you ever heard of Ramen Toy?
I've heard of Ramen before.
You seen what they're doing? They just gave us a glut of info this week. So shout out to Ace. I'm going to show this without playing the audio. I don't know if there is audio because I haven't watched this yet. Check this out. Yes, there is audio, but it's muted.
Little Chucky.
Our armored vehicles in 1/12 scale.
I've been keeping up with this.
6-inch action. Look at this. What is it? It's
yeah.
Dang. Woo. So more details coming soon. Well, guess what? I got details.
What?
Not that many details. Oh, not that many. Hold on. What is going on?
Hurry up before Kyle gets it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, it's you're kind of freezing up just a touch. Now, here we go.
Okay.
Okay,
Better
you're a
now,
little
right?
off.
All right. Let me bring this up. So he's doing Ramen Ace is doing I'm embarrassing you. What are you talking about, Ace? You want the link? You want to come in here? Or I can just butcher all the info about the AV vehicles that you're doing. I believe it is one tank body, but he's going to be doing multiple different vehicles on this tank body. So this is just
such a good idea.
Prototyping stages here, but it's looking damn good. It says Hal Jordan.
You could
says
sell just the. You could sell just the tank body and then sell the tops as accessories, accessory packs.
But would you just want just the tops? I would want multiple tanks.
Well,
right?
if you're like, some of these other companies, you can get away with it.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting body to use in this picture. Yeah, that's
yeah.
I got some of those. There is the tank looking good. Now it is a little undersized from real world, from what I understand, from what Ace said, because it's just. While it'll be undersized for real world comparisons, it'll just be better for the shelf, and it still looks damn good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you have to be a real stickler to. I mean, and if going back, a lot of the old 3 3/4 that we collected as kids, some of those were a little undersized. I remember the armadillo, man. There was just enough room for a figure in that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's fine. I would want it to be smaller because of my shelf space.
Real quick, Baldy Locks review says it's exciting, but Ramen should get products in hand to customers before previewing prototypes. They do have products in hands. I've seen a lot of the Gull Wings out there, right? I've seen a lot of the 80s Commanders out there. People are getting stuff.
I tell you why I don't mind it is because that guy is constantly showing what he's doing, what he's working on, and he keeps up to date with everybody. Now, these other cats that are out there that you don't hear anything from them at all, and then they're just throwing out pre-order. I mean, one thing I like about him, Ramen, is that he is actually showing you all the stuff that he's working on, and he's showing you the progress of it as he goes.
And it's not
I don't see a problem with it.
It's not like you do, development, production, and shipping of one product, and then you start a second product. It's all happening. It's all overlapping. It has to. It's that's toy production.
If you feel that way, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean, okay, that's the way you feel. But I'm excited to see what's upcoming, like this tank and the bridge layer, layer attachment.
Look at that.
So, what's funny is that someone hit up Ace and asked him, "Is this licensed from Hasbro? Does Hasbro license this?" And Ace is like, "Yes, Hasbro licenses this." Here's the thing: it's a real world vehicle. Hasbro doesn't.
Yeah.
This is not their IP. This is based on a real world vehicle, so it is not Hasbro IP. I just love that Ace trolled the guy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny. So there it is next to.
Man, look at that.
I'm surprised that's underscaled a little because that looks huge.
It does.
That looks huge, man. Okay. It's looking good. Maybe that is, a little smaller than a real world version of it would be, but our shelves are only so big, so I get it.
Yeah.
There is the figure in the tank. You just posted tons of these videos. Could you imagine that bridge all the way folded out? It's going to be humongous.
I'm going to have to get a shovel in the backyard to make a trench big enough. Holy moly.
Hey, Ace, let us know in the chat.
I'll never get that in the bathtub.
Let us know how long this bridge is. Because I got a feeling it's going to be more than 2 feet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, if that guy is 6 inches, you stack 2 of those. Yeah, absolutely.
So is this the HasLab Sky Striker it's next to? Or is this just an older Sky Striker? Do you know? Because I've never owned a Sky Striker.
I've never owned one.
But there's the bridge layer next to a Sky Striker. To give everyone a size comparison.
Well, those who own Sky Strikers familiar with them, they'll know.
Yeah, so this is the HasLab Sky Striker, and they look to be about the same length. So it gives everyone an idea of how large this thing is.
This is the one thing I do like about these. They are big for the shelf, but when I purchased the Vanguard, my whole thinking of that thing is this right here is a rolling diorama.
Yeah.
That's your whole diorama right there. That's your whole shelf setup. You put that in the shelf, you put guys all over it. It works.
I love this setup, dude.
You don't have to do another thing. I mean, that looks awesome.
Looks so good. I think he put this picture out today. Just so many possibilities with the armored vehicle series that he's doing. I'm very excited. Very, very exciting. Speaking of product being shipped, look at this, a truck full of ramen racers. Now, this picture is in China, so this is going to the boat. So, it takes a few weeks, a month or so to get across the water, and then it goes to the fulfillment center, and then it ships out to everyone. So, it's not just because you see it on this truck doesn't mean you're going to have it next week. It will be probably a couple months until it is in your hands. But hey, they're on the way.
Man, look at that.
That's good news. The ramen racer is on the way. Hey, there's Ace. He says 3 feet, sir. Bridge fully laid out, 36 inches long. So,
man, 3 feet. That's definitely not going to fit in my bathtub.
It'll fit across the bathtub. It'll be the bridge, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's looking good, man. I'm liking it. And again, Ramen Racer is on the way. Get excited. And then also, which one? Stealth Gullwing prototype or the Shattered Gullwing prototype? They both look good. Getting some Gullwing variations in the pipeline as well. So that's cool, huh?
Yeah. I didn't have those as a kid, but there was a friend of mine that used to come over and we used to play with his. He had all of them. I mean, they were so fun.
Yeah. I love Mask. I loved it as a kid. I limit myself to 112, and 112 Mask would just take up so much space.
That's like me.
I'd probably get a couple. I'd get a couple,
That's like me with Black Series. I've limited myself to Empire Strikes Back, and that's how I don't color outside the lines. Mm-hmm. I did get into the Mandalorians, and I started collecting Mandalorians, but I figured there's only so many of those. And so far, I was right. There's only been so many of the Mandalorians come out.
There you go. All right. So that's all the news that I got from Ramen this week. From everyone, if you're on Facebook, follow Ramen Toy on Facebook or Instagram. Ace is always updating with new stuff. He keeps everyone updated. All right. That's all I have for tonight's show. I was gonna maybe we'll save it for the after show. I was gonna respond to some of the stuff Brian Flynn said on the Foosh podcast that he did. But we should wrap this up. We can do that on the after show. The members exclusive after show. We'll talk about that.
All right.
Quinton, do you want the link to the after show? You want to join me?
Yeah, I'll come on.
All right. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all for being here. If you want to join the after show, click the join button down below. Become a channel member. There's more perks than just the after show as well. You get access to the Discord.
And a belly dance.
No, not that.
What?
No.
Not this time?
Mm-mm.
All right, well.
That's on OnlyFans.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. But access to the members' Discord. Bunch of stuff if you want. If you don't want to, that's cool. That's all I got. Follow Quinton. Quinton, what's your Instagram?
Quinton J. Bedwell on Instagram and on Facebook, where I usually dump a lot of my stuff and put out a lot of my news. Quinton J. Bedwell, and also QB Illustrates. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right, everybody. Thank you. We'll see you taking this Saturday off. I got to take this Saturday off, but I'll probably see you next Wednesday. All right, later.
Later.